Hello, everybody. Kim here. So, today's kind of a doggy day. I love this cooler weather. Right now, I'm out here in my sock feet, getting ready to get some shoes on and a jacket. Look at that face. Oh, isn't he a beautiful boy? He's not so orange anymore. He's turned into a red. That's what they call him, red. And he is one big bubba. There's our little puddin', not so little no more. Yeah, they're bonded. They were bonded from the time I brought her home and he saw her. He chose her right then and there. Be nice if they get out of the puppy stage, because as you can see, I've got holes everywhere in my yard, including up against the foundation. When we get paid, we got to get some more straw for the chickens. My sister, part of town where she lives at, there's a problem with stray cats. And she's loving like me, you know, we get that from Mama. But, you know, they bought this big log cabin looking doghouse that, you know, they're going to put straw in, and, you know, hopefully the stray kitties out there will use it this winter. It's sad. You know, these babies don't ask to be born. They truly don't. They don't ask for any of it. But they're the ones who suffer. I got a little gray kitty. She's blind in one eye. She's not that old. But I think my husband says that she hides out under the shed. She may not. I haven't seen her, but we've started feeding her. I don't know. You know, the shed is as safe a place as any. It's away from the dogs. These dogs are predators. Look at that big old Bubba boy. Ooh, yeah, he's a Bubba. He is big. He's actually just a hair bigger than Moose, or Zeus, whatever you want to call him. His name was originally Zeus, and we started calling him Moose because my aunt used to call him Moose. And she passed away a couple of years before Mom did. But anyway, chickies are happy. I've started giving them extra scratch grains for the protein. They need the protein. I started feeding the eggshells back to them because I was noticing a couple of the younger ones had softer shelled, barely any kind of shell there. You give them calcium. Well, guess what? They lay eggs. Their shell is calcium based, so we feed it back to them, and it has actually gotten better. It's a nice little treat for them, unless they decide to just eat the egg themselves. These girls are good at doing that. These girls, they've started doing it. But anyway, my babies, all of my babies. I can't believe how much these two have grown. Yeah, that's that she's carrying. That was a granny apple tree that we bought and planted. It didn't take. It died, so we just pulled it up out of the ground, and now she's acting like a lumberjack and everything. She's actually been trying to chew on my fruit trees. I'm not happy about that. She has ransacked my 2 black cherry trees that we planted this year, as well as I think it's a peach tree over there, and plum, I think. We planted peach, pear, plum, several varieties of apple. The tall one right there I bought. The shorter one over here, it's a variation, if you will. We put different kinds of apple seeds from having apples, just as an experiment to see if it would take. Well, sure enough, it started sprouting, so there's the apple tree right there. And then we have the 2 black cherry trees I bought this year as well. Most of them I bought this year. You know, we're not homesteaders or preppers. Homestead maybe a little bit, preppers, you know, not really. We just want to be able to help people out, you know. That egg that I hand you could make the difference of whether or not you eat that day. So, yep, and of course we don't charge anything for the eggs. Here next year we hope at least the tall apple tree starts producing. Next year will be its, we planted that last year. So, one full year, it'll be 2 years. We're in its 2nd year, and next year will make its 3rd. So we'll see. Take it day by day and try to keep the dogs from eating it. Look at those 2. Oh, aren't they just the cutest little shits? Playing all the time. Everything is a game. Anyway, take care of yourselves out there. It's freaking crazy. It is just nuts. People are crazy. Talking about how they're gonna steal food because they don't get their SNAP benefits. Okay, I could say a lot of things about that, but I'm not going to. But you shouldn't steal. You know, there's food pantries all over this town. You know, we're in Springfield, Illinois. You can look it up. There are a ton of food pantries. So, there's no need to steal, man. No need for it. Times are tough. You know, we saw this coming. That's why we bought chickens. We bought these girls, in February of last year. So they're getting some age on them. You know, they're producing real well. And then we bought these girls because we knew we were going to need more eggs because times are getting tougher. You know, you do the best you can with what you got. Don't live above your means. And if you have a little bit of extra, help somebody out, man. That's what it's all about. Help somebody out. You know, I'll give anyone eggs. My husband will grab people walking down the street. Hey, you need some eggs. So, yeah. You know. It's all good, though. You know, we do the best we can with what we have. I think I hear a school bus running. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for now. Ta-ta for now. And stay safe out there. Spread some love. You never know. A simple act of kindness can blossom. Okay, remember that. So, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. And, as always, take care of yourselves. You know, let's try to love one another instead of tearing each other down. Anyway, bye for now, as my Aunt Rita used to say. Bye for now. Love you guys. Bye.